fantastic on this glorious day that is dedicated to us savages. This is an opportunity for us to have a savage Q&A, questions and answers, where I get to answer questions that you may have in regards to anything when it comes to training or lifestyle or even business. Later on, I will also announce a special offer for you who are watching this live event all the way till the end. If you're watching this at a later note, know that in the description you will find everything that I offer at thesavagearmy.com. Now, the title of this episode is, Are You Coachable? Are you coachable? Meaning, who am I working with? Who can I actually coach and collaborate together with? Because a journey, a savage journey, is a collaboration. You see, when I was training clients in Miami, there were so many people in the very end that wanted to have an opportunity to train with me. And I'm not saying that to brag or anything, but I had put in 10 years of dedicated work of getting results for my clients. In a relationship with a client, me as a professional, me as a personal trainer, I have to state, deliver, and guarantee a what's in it for me. What is in it for you to collaborate with me? The very first expectation that I have on all of my clients, whether you are now abroad and you want to have an access to one of my high volume training programs, or if you would like to work together with me, is that you are coachable. This means that oftentimes as adults, we claim and we believe that we know it all. We know that getting fit, well, you can only do that inside of a gym. If you're doing back and by Tuesday and chest and try Thursday, you do 3x8 and this exercise and whatnot. I do not believe in that. I never have. I believe that you and I, we are machines. We might be the most advanced creature roaming this planet. So why should we split our body up into different kind of muscle groups? I know that a lot of people would like to build a aesthetically pleasing look, to have popping chest, big shoulders, big arms, big this and that. In my opinion, a bodybuilder is the most useless piece of meat, clump, piece of nothing that exists. To look and train only to look a certain way, in my opinion, is absolutely a waste of time. Why am I saying that? First and foremost, you will never be satisfied if you are looking to build a body that looks a certain way only, training for appearance only. And I know that you know what I mean with this. If you go down that route, I can guarantee you, if you're inside of a gym environment, a fitness world where constant push of shredded physique is creating ideals and like images of men and how a man should look like. And I think that this is absolutely disturbing because it has never changed really since like the beginning of time when, you know, you were able to take a picture of people who were training and whatnot, like from the 1960s, 70s and 80s and whatnot. And nowadays, where everyone that you see that you think, oh my God, look at this fucking body, is more or less on performance enhancing drugs. So you start to go down a route where you want to train to look a certain way. That route is not going to lead you to anywhere healthy, in my opinion. Because in reality, who are you getting so perfectly shredded for? For me and my boys to be at Mykonos for a few weeks out of the summer? Okay, absolutely. Be my guest. I train individuals to be able to perform. I train for performance, not appearance. This will build character. This will build you into a savage. Okay, I do not believe that bodybuilders or people who are training to aesthetically please themselves in the mirror or get a few likes on Instagram are savages. That is my humble opinion. I have been in the trenches. I have wanted to explore my mental and physical capacity since I was the age of 18, when I come to realize that I do not know shit about training hard. When you are food and sleep deprived, which I was in the Arctic Ranger division, and you have to perform a task and take yourself from A to B when you do not want to, and it's a negative 40 degrees Celsius outside, and if you lose a glove, you will lose your hand. This is definitely the type of savagery that I am talking about. Now I have an incoming call, just decline. What a good coincidence. So with that being said, I train to be able to train my clients in a way that they are able to perform in any given environment because they can rely and depend on their mental and physical capacity. So my clients in Miami, they knew this. Unless they perform and they're willing to be coachable, they are not a client of mine. This might sound a little bit too hard and harsh, but I know exactly who my client back then was, and I know exactly who my target male savage client is today. Thousands of men globally have already invested in my training programs, and I am also starting to offer for 5 spots per month a complete coaching system. More about that later, and if you're interested, send me an email to info@thesavagearmy.com. So my number one expectations of anyone who is interested to work with me or to invest in one of my training programs is, are you coachable? Are you open-minded to learn new things? As adults, we tend to think that we know it all. And to swing a steel club, mace, or a sledge around our body definitely requires you to be open-minded and coachable. Training with a kettlebell. Many men, okay? I have friends who are like, bro, we cannot use a kettlebell. It's the most useless piece of tool ever. You cannot get big with a kettlebell. When in reality, I never focus on what kind of muscles are you targeting with this kind of exercise. No, I focus on what kind of movement pattern am I performing with my entire fucking human body. Our body can work in 3 different kinds of planes: the frontal, the sagittal, and the transverse plane, of which the transverse plane is anything rotational, which is something that a lot of people, when they train, they completely neglect. They neglect this type of plane. So I focus on movement patterns with a weight. For example, why do I swing a mace around my body? First and foremost, it is a great exercise to train my body in the transverse plane. So that is one of the Savage 3 tools: the mace or a sledge, the kettlebell, and the Savage sandbags. These 3 tools is what I use on a daily basis. And this is what I've been training my clients to do and train with for the past 17 years of my life. So my question to you is, are you coachable? The coachable notion is such an important thing. I agree, Nicholas, with you 100%. And the way you talk about fitness is essential. I appreciate that you vibe with the message. And I think that more of us can gain so much. That's the whole purpose behind the Savage Army. I want to unite individuals that are not similar to me, but has a similar type of mindset, that we want to have more out of life than just to look a certain way. And I'm not saying that if you focus on performance-based type of training, the side effect is that you will look pretty freaking shredded and buffed and built regardless. It's definitely going to be a good side effect of it, but it's not the main focus. I want to utilize training because I want to have a paradigm shift. Now, what does a paradigm shift mean to you? When you step into a high volume training session, whether that is together with me in person or if that is you investing in one of my high volume training programs and you are on day 17, you know that this is going to be tough. You are not going to be the same when you are finished and when you have concluded that high volume training session. That is guaranteed. The sessions that I create are designed to challenge you, designed to have you doubt yourself. Am I actually going to be able to perform these 300 repetitions when I'm already feeling this way after 100 repetitions? This is the whole point. This is high volume training program. This is tough because it engages your mental state of existence along with your physical state of existence. And you can do this at any given point. You can do this wherever you are. At home, outside, wherever you are, you have a kettlebell, you have a mace, or you have a Savage sandbag. By the way, today is Savage Sunday. We have a few Savage sandbags left in stock and left in our inventory. Visit thesavagearmy.com and grab yours. We have 100 pounds, 150, and 220 pounds in store as well. And we also include a sandbag training program with your investment. So you get both structure and you get the product. And we ship worldwide, and within the United States, we ship out on Wednesday. So today is Sunday. If you place your order today, we ship out on Wednesday. So are you coachable? Ask yourself that. Or are you so close-minded that you know it all? This is a very important thing. When you see me swing things in a way that you probably haven't seen before on Instagram or on YouTube or on TikTok, you may think, who the fuck is this guy? And what does he think he is doing? And is this effective? Is this type of training actually effective? And I thought the exact same thing when I first saw somebody train with a mace. I'm like, what the fuck is this guy doing? And then I trained. This was an eye-opener for me. You should have seen me the first 2-3 months when I was training with the mace. First and foremost, I went too heavy and too fast. I started off with the 20 pounds, let's say more or less 10 kilos. This is way too much. This is not where you should start. Back then, this was a very new type of tool in the Western part of the world, whereas the Gada, the original name of the mace, originates from India. So there was no tutorial videos. There was no structure and a way to train with this tool. So that's why I wanted to, when I have figured out how to use it, I wanted to be able to create something of great value for people who are just like I was in the very start of learning how to swing this tool. And it was fantastic. It was well received. A lot of people were like, oh my God, this is such a great opportunity to learn something from the very scratch and not fuck yourself up. I'm glad that I survived that. Now my dear friends are coming back they have been grocery shopping. I have done the dishes. I have prepared for 15 eggs. And I have had 4 cups of coffee.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yes, back to the line.
Have you washed the car?
I have not washed the car yet. I didn't know that was on the list of things to do within 1 hour of time. God damn it. I'm connecting with the Savage Army here.
Yeah, say hi.
Say hi. We are in Lisbon together for the first time in I don't know how many years. I'm actually having a guys trip with 2 of my best fucking friends, or 2 of my only friends that I have. And they say that I'm actually only here because they want to honor the fact that I'm a little bit of a special case. And this is my special day. This is my special weekend moment. So this is like they do this out of goodwill rather than like they actually enjoy spending time with me. But I don't care because I like spending time with them and in this beautiful house of my friends, Miguel. Good morning, brother. Good morning, Mark. It's a pleasure to connect with you. The coachable thing, yes, we talked about that, Nicholas. It's a very important aspect, and this goes for any aspect of life, in my opinion. It has nothing to do only with fitness. Are you coachable within your business field? Are you coachable if you want to work on personal development? Are you coachable in becoming a better husband for your wife? This is super important. Super important. Are you coachable? So today is Savage Sunday. I am here. If you have any questions for me, just drop them in the comment section at any given time. Or if you're watching this live at a later note, drop them in the comment section then. You know that my team and I, we respond within 24 hours. So my main target client nowadays, you know who that is? Would you like to know? A 35 plus gentleman. Okay, why the age of 35? Well, first and foremost, a lot of things happen as we get older. I'm currently 42, and I have a different kind of mindset and focus than when I was at 25 or when I was early 30s. Oftentimes, 35-year-olds also have a lot of more responsibilities than what we had when we were in our 20s. This means that you may be even a dad, you may have work, you might be the provider for your family unit. You may have so much little time in order for you to be able to invest in you. The most important of your existence is you and your well-being. And if you have a family unit, you need to be the protector of your family unit. So therefore, my main target client is a 35 plus gentleman, a man who has a lot of responsibilities, who do not want to train inside of a gym, who want to use a few pieces of equipment to gain a lot of results wherever you are in a short period of timeline. If you're interested in one of my training programs, you invest $45 and you receive 30 high volume training sessions. From day 1 to day 30, you will have a warm-up, a main workout, and a breathwork practice, all within 1 day. This is an approach that is completely unique to what I offer. If you would like to invest in the kettlebell system, this means that you will get the beginner, the intermediate, and the advanced training program. This is called the kettlebell system, and it's absolutely complete, and it's a good deal. If you have access to a sledge, kettlebell, a sandbag, you should get the Savage Training Bundle. This is a full year of training, 250 high volume training sessions. If you do not have a Savage sandbag, but you want to have the training bundle, you get the training bundle plus a Savage sandbag for a great deal. We only have a handful left of the 100-pound Savage sandbags. If you would like to have a spot at the Savage Training Camp in Stockholm, a 48-hour event where you get to learn how to train with the sledge, the mace, or a steel club. You learn how I train together with the kettlebell, and you learn how I train with the sandbag, and you walk away from there with the knowledge, the experience, the memories, and the networking that you have done with other 6 individuals in the Savage Training Camp, plus your own 100-pound Savage sandbag that is also available at thesavagearmy.com. This is what I do, this is my profession, and this is what I am the fucking best at, period. Okay. Any more questions for me, guys, or should we continue our beautiful Savage Sunday? Mark asks, is there a defining life event that caused you to be so focused on mental, physical health, and strength? Mark, that is a beautiful, beautiful question. I could possibly write a book about that. But the one defining moment where I definitely set the trajectory to understand more about who I fucking am was when I was 18 years of age, and I went to the very northern part of Sweden together with 300 other young adults. I thought to myself that I was in good physical and mental, condition. I was 18, I could do this type of lift, I can do this and that and whatnot. I thought to myself that I was of great character already. I had no idea what kind of mental, physical challenge that I would undertake and undergo. First and foremost, it's a train ride of 16 hours. So train station, 318-year-old kids are about to take a train to the northern part of Sweden where nobody has ever been before to undergo 12 months of training. This was completely new to me. And the reason why this was so life-changing for me was that I come to realize that I'm so much more capable of things than I thought I was. When you're food and sleep deprived and you're still able to push through, when you are laying next to a person just to try to maintain heat because it's fucking negative 40 degrees, you become so humble. You start to appreciate your mom's cooking, your warm socks that you can wear, the fact that you're in control of your own time, the fact that you know kind of what you want to do that day. You can plan that day. It's not completely like, you're not out of understanding of what's going on. This was really defining. I got humbled and I got intrigued. I got humbled and I got intrigued to explore more about what I can do. So I started to run ultra marathons, not because I loved running. I fucking hate running. I look like a fucking meatball who's trying to move from A to B. Of course I can't do that. But what I can't do, I want to become fucking better at. So that pursuit was constant. I go into the ocean. How far can I swim in the ocean? I don't know. Let's find out. How much can I deadlift with a barbell? Let's try that. Can I reach 500 pounds? Train for that. So it was like a constant, and it still is a constant reminder of what I can do and who I can become. And if I can guide others towards this, I felt like this is the fucking path that I want to be on. So Mark, that is the reason. The defining moment for me was when I was 18 years of age. Now I am at 42, and I have no idea really who I am, but I am, the title of this video, I am coachable. I'm coachable to push myself through and learn more things. And along the way, I will share that with you. I think the most dangerous thing is to believe that you are set. You know it all. You have made it. You are done. Absolutely. I have no idea where the fuck I'm going. I know where I have been and I know where I don't want to go. And that for me is the crucial focus that I have right now. That's why I created all of these high volume training programs that you can find at thesavagearmy.com. It's all about that learning, the journey of becoming a savage. I am so turned on about being on the journey. I don't have an end goal. It's not like, I want to be 275 pounds. And once I get there, I am set. I am solid. I know exactly that, I have arrived. I don't ever want to arrive. I want to be in my fucking 80s, doing pull-ups on the beach. This is life, man. This is a constant exploration. This is the moment that we stop thinking that this is an opportunity for us to explore more. We're no longer alive, in my opinion. We are living, we're existing. And this is my personal opinion. You may feel like this is not the truth, but I'm expressing me. If you want to express you, you can have your own live on YouTube. No, I'm just kidding. Mark, you said, thank you so much. You're an inspiration. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much. David says, love from Australia. Big fella, your training is amazing. I greatly appreciate your great feedback and for sharing that energy with the Savage Army this morning on this beautiful Savage Sunday. This is a great opportunity for us. I like these lives. Do you like these lives? Let me know in the comment section, because this is an opportunity for us to have an opportunity to talk, connect, answer questions. And if I can't answer your question, I will be the first to let you know. I'm not here to bullshit anyone. I bullshit myself too much already on a daily. Excellent. Any more questions for me? We have Mr. Seabeard. He says, you are an inspirational. Your inspiration got me out here slamming sandbags. Solid. And biting off the fine mustache. That's funny. Thank you so much, bro. That's great feedback, and I greatly value great feedback and great energy. That's what we're here about. Where am I originally from? Connor Walls said, I'm originally from Sweden, Stockholm. So I am half Swedish and half Finnish. And I'm currently in Lisbon, Portugal, together with two of my friends, my best friends, who are claiming that I'm only here because they want to gift me a special day, because I'm a special case. They don't really like hanging out with me, but I like hanging out with them, and I'll take it. From the fires of Valhalla, you mean? That's pretty fucking funny, man. No, I haven't reached Valhalla yet, but I hope to be there when I pass on and leave this earth life. I want to be with you brothers in Valhalla all together, so absolutely. David Langley, your videos have fixed my lower back. Oh, that's huge. From the forklift and my shoulder from baseball, from the kettlebell and the sledgehammer. You see, David, again, the title of this video, are you coachable? David, you are a prime example of being coachable. You're a prime example of not being stuck to an idea that the only way to get fit is inside of a gym, following a routine that has been copy-pasted for individuals that are perhaps bodybuilders. And we want to say that, hey, if you want to get fit and shredded like I am, you as well can follow this training program and whatnot. We are all about becoming fucking savages. We do not need a back and bite Tuesday, a chest and try Thursday. We define our own fucking desire to align with the savage that already exists within you. I'm not here to guide you. I'm here to fucking show you and give you the structure. Okay, that's what I'm here. The structure that I follow is exactly what I do and practice on a daily basis. And it's not focused on appearance-based type of training only. This is not going to give you that shredded look only, but it will give you a fucking performance-based level of existence. This is exactly what I love to offer. This is my mission here in life, to be a little bit of a fucking power and force on your savage journey. But it's your journey. It's your journey. You own it. The moment that you realize that nobody's coming to fucking support and help you, then you are going to succeed. You are in control of your own savage journey. I also found my shoulders relaxing when using the strength club, but I don't have the technique down yet. He makes it look really easy. I appreciate that, brother. First and foremost, I have to say and show you guys how it looked like the first time when I was swinging a mace. Holy shit, I'm just so grateful that I survived that phase and that I came out of that without any form of fucking injury to myself or to property or existing around me. It was a very humble experience. Just practice one movement at a time. Understand how the shield cast works. I have plenty of videos that showcase exactly how to perform it. I have a mace belt training program that is completely designed to offer you a clear movement library and a structured way of going from day 1 to day 30 without injuring yourself. But the shield cast is the most important movement for you to understand that a shield cast is a cast, a pendulum, and a pull, okay? This is very important. And start off light. I recommend a weight in pounds between 10 to 13 max. That is in kilo between 5 to, let's say, 7, 8, 9 kilos, absolutely max. And then you progress from there. Many people don't realize that you can absolutely use a sledgehammer. You don't have to invest in a expensive, oftentimes, mace belt or an even more expensive tool, which is the adjustable mace. Speaking of, I will announce a new partnership with a European-based adjustable kettlebell and adjustable mace belt provider. So stay tuned for that. It's not going to be a paid collaboration. I am going to utilize tools that I know that can be of great value for you, but it's not going to be me pushing discount codes and whatnot. If you have any more questions for me, feel free to drop it in the comment sections. I'm here for you guys. We are 25 minutes into our 30-minute episode, and the title is, Are You Coachable? And who am I coaching? That is the fucking episode title. And we spoke about being coachable means that we are open-minded to learn new things. Oftentimes, as adults, we're quite fixed as to what we know and what we know being right and how the path should look like. In reality, this is absolutely fucking false. We should constantly be living like we were when we were younger and kids. Imagine if a small little baby thought to himself, you know what, I am done. I'm done crawling in life. I don't need to fucking start walking and shit. Crawling feels fucking perfect. So why do we stop as adults? We become comfortable. Of course, we have more responsibility, which limits us to continue this search to explore and be better. Absolutely. So the client that I work with is a 35-plus gentleman. Why? Because these individuals have so much more responsibilities than a 20-year-old who can spend 3-4 hours inside of a gym environment. No, you need to have a clear, structured way to be able to train at home right next to your family unit. That's what I offer, using a kettlebell. If you have a kettlebell in the size range of 10 to 20 kilos, great. I got the structure that you need. The Kettlebell Training Program 1.0, 2.0, 3.0 is the course and direction that you should take. Kettlebell Training Program 1.0 for beginners, 2.0 for intermediate, 3.0 for more advanced. I'm looking here. David, you have upgraded from my sledgehammer, excellent, to a metal rod, which I can add more plates to, maxed out to 15 kilos for 360 swings. You see, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Start with a sledgehammer. Everybody more or less have access to a sledgehammer, or it's a very cheap investment to make from your local hardware store. It works absolutely exactly the same. It's offset loaded, meaning that the majority of weight sits in one end and the other end is more light. This is exactly what you need. And now you have updated to something where you can add more plates. Excellent, David. I'm proud of you, brother. I use a 11-pound sledge. Hurt my hip, but I am learning. The amount of times I have to go back through your videos to find my own falls. You're one of the best fitness-based content creators. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much, brother, for that. Again, you are coachable. You're learning new things and you want to explore ways to train that is perhaps unconditional, whatever that fucking means. I hate that terminology. Like conditional, is that like being inside of a gym environment with AC and eucalyptus smelling towels? Is that conditional type of training? Is that the form? Is that the the 101 guideline on how to get fit? I don't believe in that whatsoever. That's why you probably have seen my fuck your protein powder video back in the days. Yes, I do not take any form of supplementation. I'm not saying that it's bad. It's just like I feel like I'm getting enough from the food that I supply myself with. But I'm open-minded. If there's like something that I don't know about, yeah, I want to explore that as well. But I don't believe in shaking the protein bottle with the vanilla-flavored fucking chemical shitstorm in order for me to get fit and perform at a great level of performance. I don't believe in that whatsoever. Pete says, love your vibe, bro. That mustache is crazy. It's about the only hair that I have growing in my face. The beard is kind of like non-existent. I have a lot of beard down here. I have zero up here. And, you know, my bald, sexy look is, you know, it's kind of voluntary, but, you know, my hair stopped growing. But listen, if I were feeling like I really needed to have hair on my head, I would go and get a fucking hair transplantation. I don't give a fuck. Like, I love my look, and the people that care about me, they love my look as well. And my friends here, Miguel and Pascal, they think that I'm pretty hot as well. You know, they keep saying that all the time. I'm like, guys, stop it. Stop it. What do you curl? Exactly. That's a good point. How much I bicep curl? Exactly. I have no fucking idea. Like you probably guessed. Pete says it works for you, man. Thank you. I greatly appreciate that. Pete says, but that's not what matters. Your passion on what you believe in and expertise is why we are here. I greatly appreciate that, brother. This is exactly what I try to push into your motherfucking face, that hey, be open, coachable and open-minded, learn new things, and I'm just an asset for you. There's a lot of other great people out there that you can also learn from, just like I have learned from other great people. I don't own this type of knowledge, but I do own the only offer when it comes to high volume training programs. There's nobody out there that is offering so much value for such little time or spent money. 250 high volume training sessions based upon a kettlebell, mace, and a sandbag. Are you kidding me? If you don't have a sandbag, visit thesavagearmy.com. We have 100, 150, and 220 pounds available in stock. Today is Savage Sunday. This has been a great fucking live together with each and every one of you. I have a few people that is writing right now. Hi, Richard. How do we get information about the prices for the November Stockholm camp? The price is $595. It will give you 48 hours of training together with 7 other individuals. We have sold 1 spot already, so there's only 6 left. This means that it's going pretty fast. It's going faster than I expected. There's a lot of interest as well. You have the opportunity to book your own accommodation, or I can also include a package with an accommodation at a great hotel that offers a great amount of amenities. But basically what you will get is 10 hours of hands-on training. You will learn 10 movements with the mace, properly coached and guided by myself. You will learn how I utilize the kettlebell in the transverse plane, how we can build rotational core power and endurance with 1 kettlebell. You will learn 10 movements together with our 100-pound Savage sandbag, which is also included in your price. So you will leave after 48 hours. You will have trained like a motherfucker. You will have learned new things. You will walk away with tools and a structure. I will also include for each and every member who has been part of the Savage training camp, I will provide you with a specific training program that is for 90 days using the tools and the knowledge that you have already put in place. So the amount of value that will be part of these 48 hours is absolutely ridiculous. You will walk away with so much new trajectory here in life. So thesavagearmy.com is where you can invest and book and claim your spot. When these 6 spots are gone, they are gone. Then you have to wait for the next camp that is coming up, and I do not know exactly when that is going to be yet. But for sure, Stockholm HQ of the Savage Army is going to be hosting more Savage training camps, and 48 hours from Friday at noon to Sunday at noon is what I will offer. This is a great opportunity for us to come together and train with like-minded individuals and explore Stockholm in a way that you would never have been able to in the past or in the future. All right, more questions. So thank you so much for that, brother, for that great question. If you need more hair, just grow more mustache. That is absolutely correct. You may not own it, but you are the first I've seen that's so honest about the work. Thank you, brother. I greatly appreciate that. You guys, one thing that I really want to live by is that with a great social media following comes a great amount of fucking responsibility. The most valuable thing that I can offer you is authenticity. Meaning that I will be exactly who the fuck I am when you see me here on a YouTube live, as in person, or on a tutorial video in one of my high volume training programs. You will get the exact same version of me constantly. Because I believe that we have been so fucking brainwashed and fooled in a direction that is not helpful for us by other people who have got so high and almighty because they have reached 300,000 followers. Bro, we're not fucking stopping. The Savage Army is going to grow to millions. The more people we unite, the more people will be on a trajectory to improving themselves mentally and physically through high volume fucking training with a few pieces of equipment. Yes, I sell things, absolutely. This is what I do for a profession. I don't have a steady income coming in on the first every single fucking month. No, I sell training programs, products, and opportunity to train with like-minded individuals like myself. That is my profession, and I fucking love it. Okay? Yes, I love money, 100%. Not because money makes you happier, but money allows me to do the things that I fucking love. Okay? And that in return makes me happy. Okay? So let's not bullshit that. I'm here also to generate an income, 100%. Okay, I've gone from gym bro training to mainly kettlebell, maces, and high rep bodyweight exercises. Fantastic. Pull-ups, dips, and push-ups are absolutely fucking fantastic to do. Gentlemen, are we, okay, it's time to eat breakfast, guys. My great friends Miguel and Pascal, who are here joining me, they say that I am here for a special weekend because I'm a special case. They don't really like hanging out with me, but it's okay because I fucking enjoy spending time with them anyways. So back to being serious, do you guys ever struggle with your grip when you start building a sweat? Maybe it's just the shaft on my sledge, but I find my grip starts to fail a little. 100%. The most crucial aspect of all things training is our grip, and it definitely goes. The higher amount of repetitions, the more type of pendulum type of movements that we do, and the more tired that we get. You can absolutely chalk up your hands if you feel like that. I rather stop to maintain form and do a few less repetitions in that set, and then I continue. Guys, it's been a fantastic live. It's been a great opportunity to connect with each and every one of you guys. The SavageArmy.com is where you find access to the Savage Training Camp in Stockholm. You find access to our high-volume training programs that are based upon the tools that you have, either a kettlebell, sandbag, or a mace, or a sledge. At the SavageArmy.com, you also find the 100-pound, 150, and 220-pound Savage sandbag. Let's have a great fucking day, guys. Talk soon. Yes?
Vi kan ta